What's up, everybody? This is Dayton from Killinois Kennels coming back at you guys with another banger. In today's video, we're going to be introducing you to the parents of the next litter of American Bully puppies that we're going to have for sale on this channel. But first, I want to send a major shout out to all the customers that ended up picking up a pup off our last litter with this badass boy, Jay-Z Bullies, Master Poe, and our girl, Killinois Gorilla. I want to welcome all them to the Killinois family. I haven't dropped a video since we put those puppies up for sale. I want to apologize for that, man. We've had a lot of crazy stuff going on over here at the Killinois camp. I had some personal stuff going on with my family. It's just been a really crazy one, man. But we put those puppies up for sale on Sunday. Sold out the whole litter that night. We did have a hiccup with 2 puppies, but we ended up getting both of those puppies sold, and the ground shipper showed up pretty late that night, and then he came back and showed up late again, so I wasn't able to record that. But you know, again, big shout out to all these guys, and we want to welcome all you guys to the Killinois family. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers right now, and once we hit 100K, we're going to be doing a giveaway on a super nice puppy. So if you're not already, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. We're already at 70K, so we ain't too far away, and if you haven't, make sure you guys hit that like button and let us know where you're tuned in from. But that's enough for all that, man. Let's go ahead and get into the footage you guys all came here to see. That's right, everybody. Due to a high demand of people reaching out to us, letting us know they want pups off of this monster, the father of our next litter of American Bully puppies is gonna be none other than our boy, Killinois Kennels Big Clout. This breeding right here is gonna be Big Clout's return to the channel. You know, for those of you that don't know, when we initially busted this boy out for his debut litter, we had 3 litters back to back off of this monster, and he threw it down off of every single one of them. So with that being said, we gave this boy a little bit of a break. We didn't want to just bombard you guys with nothing but Big Clout litters. But like I mentioned in those previous videos of them, you know, once my partner seen this monster, they all wanted to use him. And this breeding you guys gonna see today is another match made in heaven with a female that you guys have never seen have a litter on this channel. You know, this boy Big Clout is a perfect outcross dog, so he will be getting a lot of play here and with others. We've been shipping out semen all over the United States, even out of the country off of this boy. Big Clout is another Killinois dog done the Killinois way. Pure American Bully. He doesn't have any exotic blood, no Merle blood, none of that stuff in him, man. Just 100% pure bull. And like I said, he's been producing like crazy. Some of my favorite up and coming dogs that we got on the yard over here that you guys haven't seen yet come off of this monster right here. He's been producing some amazing pups for others and all that. Big Clout is available for stud to approved females only. If anybody's interested, get with us and we'll take care of you. His stud fee is gonna be $2,500. And all you gotta do is send us out some pictures and some videos of your dog. The dog must be ABKC registered, and if everything checks out, we'll make it happen. Let's create some monsters. Like I said, this boy is an outcross dog and pretty much can be bred to anything out there American Bully. He doesn't have any Rocco blood, no Lucky blood, no Muscle Tone blood, barely has any Dax blood. This dog right here is probably 75% Razor's Edge, and look at the way this monster looks. You don't see Razor's Edge dogs that look like this boy. He's built like Ronnie Coleman. But that's it for the footage of Big Clout. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on and show you his pedigree and introduce you to the mother of our next litter. Make sure you stay tuned. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on and break down Big Clout's pedigree. What you're looking at is his father. This is ABKC Grand Champion and BRC Global Grand Champion Odysseus. I want to send a major shout out to his owner, Jennifer Rodriguez, for the use of this boy, man. We put together something really nice with this breeding, and man, his son is gonna live on his legacy and do his thing. Here's Odysseus winning Best in Show under me in Indiana, and here's a little better picture of Odysseus. None of this footage actually does this boy any justice. He is way more impressive in person. The video clips are just a couple clips I took while I was judging and seeing him at the dog shows, but that picture of him does him a lot more justice, like I said. This right here is gonna be Odysseus's father. This is Double L's Low-Key, a real badass grand champion Bistro son. Here's Bistro again on the far left, next to his father, lock and loaded in the middle. Next to his father, Homie, which is a real nice son of Diego's Thing, one of the best producing Razor's Edge dogs ever. This right here is gonna be Bistro's mother. She come off of an infamous breeding with Pratt's Pit's Nemesis and this girl Black China. They also produced this badass boy Heartbreaker. This was a dog that was way ahead of his time. You know, he resembled an exotic kind of, but this was a pure Razor's Edge dog. And you know, this just shows you through selective breeding, you can get those traits. This was the type of dog that made a lot of breeders switch to exotics because they couldn't get these type of looks. Let me go back to this boy Pratt's Pit's Nemesis though. This is a dog we bred to a long time ago. We bred this monster to our girl Prodigy. Produced some really nice dogs like our boy Bolo, our boy Chaz, Illa, and many more. Big shout out to the homie Carlton Pratts for the use of this boy Nemesis. This was one of my personal favorites back in the day. And keep in mind, we bred to this dog almost 20 years ago. This right here is gonna be Low-Key's mother. This is Double L's Cleopatra, a real nice female. She comes off of this badass boy, Double L's Jackpot, owned by the homie Ty Lumley, ABKC judge. You know, big shout out to the homie Ty Lumley. This boy Jackpot comes off of this badass boy right here, Cash Pot. One of my favorite Dax sons, comes from one of my favorite Dax breedings out of Gottiline's Dax and Gottiline's Diamond Girl. This is actually probably one of my favorite Gottiline females. She comes out of this badass boy, Cali Kingpin's G2. This boy was a real nice bull and is in a lot of our pedigrees. This right here is gonna be Odysseus's mother. This is Fat Amy. She's about 50-50. She goes back to some real nice Gottiline blood. She's got Dax in her pedigree. She goes back to this badass boy, Phenom. She also's got Iron Cast's White Rhino in the pedigree. This is another famous dog from back in the day. She also got this boy Playboy, which is a real nice Blue Pride Easy Rider son. She's got all the American Bully legends behind her. Monster G, West Side's Monster, the notorious Juan Gotti. She's also got some really rare Razor's Edge blood with this boy Fiero's Kimbo. This was one of my favorite dogs back in the day. Him, his brother, and their mother was some really nice dogs. Also in the ped, they got UKC champion Razor's Edge Razzle Dazzle with this girl Armada, which is our boy Killinois Kennels Debo's littermate sister. All that's gonna tie in really good on Big Clout's mom's side of the pedigree. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. This girl is also loaded with tons of Razor's Edge Cairo. This is one of my personal favorite dogs, and this is a dog that would go on the Mount Rushmore for the American Bully. That's it for the breakdown on Big Clout's father's pedigree, Grand Champion Odysseus. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on and show you the mother and break down her pedigree as well. Make sure you guys stay tuned. This right here is gonna be Big Clout's mother. This is our girl, Killinois Kennels Sativa. The pics and videos of this girl does her no justice whatsoever, but I'm actually gonna get some new footage of this girl coming here really soon for her next breeding. We got something major going down with her. This right here is gonna be Sativa's father. This is our boy, Killinois Kennels World Domination, also known as Napoleon. Napoleon comes from generations and generations of our blood over here and is one of our main studs on the yard. This boy has been the face of our kennel for a very long time and he's been doing his thing. Sativa is actually one of Napoleon's best daughters, you know, right along with our girl, Killinois Duchess, and our girl, Killinois Miss World Domination. Napoleon is up for stud to approve females only. For anybody that's interested, get with us and we'll take care of you. This right here is gonna be Napoleon's father. This is our boy, Killinois Kennels white folks. This boy is gonna go down as a legend. This boy outproduces himself with every single breeding and has been labeled top producer for a really long time. He comes out of our boy here, Killinois Kennels Primrose, another dog that was produced in-house here at the Killinois camp and has one of the most exclusive Razor's Edge pedigrees you'll ever find. This is one of the main reasons white folks produces as good as he does. This boy's pedigree is second to none. This right here is Primrose's father. This is our boy, Killinois Kennels Rocky, another dog that we produced here at the Killinois camp. And the reason why I keep mentioning that is because these are, when I say that about a dog, those are dogs that we actually produced here at our kennel. These ain't dogs that we've bought. These are dogs that we actually produced. Rocky here is one of our foundation studs, and this dog is one of the most underrated Razor's Edge dogs of all time. Rocky was way ahead of the game. He had a look that not too many dogs had at that time. This boy was produced over 15 years ago, and he could still hang with the dogs of today. Like I said, way ahead of his time. This right here is Rocky's father. This is Devil's Den's Viper, real badass Razor's Edge stud. He's the dog we bred to our foundation female, our girl, Killinois Kennels Envy, which she comes off of the infamous short shot and steel breeding, and that's what makes Rocky so special. We line bred on the steel blood with Viper and Envy, with that added short shot right up behind Envy being Envy's father. This right here is Primrose's mother, our girl, Killinois Kennels Prodigy, one of our foundation females on the yard over here at the Killinois camp, and she goes back to a real nice Razor's Edge pedigree as well. This right here is Prodigy's father. This is Master P. Kennels Hennessy, a real badass Cairo son, and this is Prodigy's mother, Razor's Edge Paradise, which is a badass short shot daughter. Prodigy goes back to the same exact blood that created the Samurai Paco. The only difference is you had Hennessy to Paradise instead of Roe to Paradise. Both breedings was a Cairo son bred to a short shot daughter, which was a real popular combination of Razor's Edge breedings back in the day. This right here is white folks' mother. This is our girl, Killinois Kennels Trinity, another dog that we produced here at the Killinois camp. She comes out of Razor's Edge prime time as seen here, a real badass smoky son, and our girl, Killinois Kennels Nuisance, one of our foundation females, which was a badass dominator daughter. That was the breakdown on Napoleon's top half of his pedigree, but now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the bottom half. And this right here is Napoleon's mother, our girl, Killinois Kennels Trixie. She's another one of the many amazing females we have on the yard over here at the Killinois camp. Trixie is really heavy bred on the Low Jacks Remy Martin blood, a real badass Razor's Edge dog, another real famous dog in the American Bully world. This right here is gonna be our girl Hazel. She's gonna be Sativa's mother. Real nice female that I got from one of our brother kennels up there in Chicago, Outlaw Kennels. Big shout out to them. They hooked me up with Hazel. Whenever I knew I was gonna do this video, I was really looking forward to breaking down this part of the pedigree. I know most of you guys that watch our channel actually knows Napoleon's pedigree by heart, but this girl Hazel is really special to me. You know, she goes back to some really good blood of ours. She's heavy bred on our boy Debo, and for most of you know that boy Debo is super special to me. He's our foundation dog that we've had over here at the Killinois camp, and he's somebody that really put us on the map. On the top side of Hazel's pedigree, she goes back to this badass boy, the Samurai Paco, which, like I mentioned earlier in this video, goes back to the same exact blood as our girl Prodigy. This right here is going to be Paco's father. This is Razor's Edge Little Row. Real badass dog, world famous dog. Just like Gottiline's Dax, this dog's got blood all over the world. And this right here is going to be Paco's mother. This is Razor's Edge Paradise. She come out of the infamous short shot and diamond breeding, and we got this blood really heavy in our yard over here at the Killinois camp. Another thing about Hazel's pedigree is this girl Georgia Belle right here. She comes off of Debo's littermate brother, Dominion Pit's Ozone, a real badass boy. Now on to my favorite part of this pedigree, which is the bottom side of Hazel's pedigree. She goes back to this boy, Outlaw Scrappy. He was one of Debo's best sons, and the homies up there at Outlaw Kennels in Chicago really did their thing with this boy. They helped us spread Debo's blood all over the world, and this girl is actually 2 times Scrappy. So with all that being said, on the bottom half of Sativa's pedigree, it makes her 3 times Daz and Madness, 2 times Scrappy, and 2 times Killinois Debo. And one thing I want to mention is when we're breaking down these pedigrees, a lot of these dogs you're going to see come from 10, 15, even 20 years ago. So they're not going to be quite as impressive as the dogs that we have currently or the dogs you see of today. But just know, without these dogs you see in these pedigrees, you wouldn't have any of these dogs out here today. And that's why we break down these pedigrees and show you guys these clips in these videos, because a lot of people tend to forget about those dogs that actually put us where we're at. But I want to publicly say RIP to my boy Debo. You know, without him, us at Killinois Kennels, we wouldn't be where we're at, and a lot of other kennels wouldn't be where they're at as well. And you know, that goes along with the American Bully. You know, that boy Debo put in some work out here in the Midwest, and his blood is all over the world, and we're doing our best to try to keep his blood alive. And with this boy Big Clout, we got Debo in the pedigree heavy, we got Daz and Madness in the pedigree 4 times, and that's just on his side of the pedigree. The mother of the puppies that we're going to be showing you guys today, she's got Debo behind her as well. So like I told you in his introduction video, we're going to be really locking in with this boy. We're going to be bringing that Debo blood back to the forefront and locking in on this Killinois blood as a whole, man. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Now we're going to go ahead and introduce you to the mother of this litter. That's going to be none other than our girl, dual champion Killinois Armani. That's going to be the blue tri-female on the left, stacked up next to her brother, grand champion Killinois Jax. This is gonna be her first litter that has hit the channel. We wanted to go ahead and get this girl in the ring and make sure she champed out before we bred her. And I'll tell you what, man, she really did her thing out there. But now we're super excited to finally bring a crazy litter to the channel off of this girl. And just wait till you guys see these puppies, man. I'm telling you, her and Big Clout threw it down. For those of you that don't know, Armani came off of a crazy consistent litter. She's the litter mate brother to our boy here, Killinois Kennels God of War, one of the top producing dogs in the bully world right now. If you guys are ready to see a God of War production video, let us know in the comment section. This is also gonna be her brother. This is our boy, Killinois Kennels baby James. And this right here is gonna be her littermate sister, none other than Killinois Kennels Blutiful Sitch. Not only are they brothers and sisters, but they came from the same exact litter. This right here is gonna be our girl, Killinois Valkyrie, another Armani sister. And here she is, stacked up again next to her brother, Killinois Kennels Grand Champion Jax. All 6 of the previous dogs you just seen all came from that same exact litter. And with that being said, Armani is a dual champion. She's a champion in the ABKC, and she's also a champion in the BRC Global. And Jax is a grand champion in the BRC, and he's really close to being an ABKC champion as well. Majority of the dogs off of this litter are either champions, grand champions, or could be as well. They just haven't made it to that show ring. You know, our boy God of War is real close to being a BRC Global Champion and a ABKC champion. We just got to get that boy out there. But this was a super consistent litter, and we're expecting nothing but bulls coming off of this litter with Big Clout and Armani. But now let's go ahead and break down her pedigree. We're gonna start with her father. This is gonna be Faux King Styles Raider. Super nice boy, man. This boy's stud fee is actually at $50,000 right now, and we was one of the few kennels that was actually able to use this dog before he was shut down to the public. Super nice bull, super exclusive blood behind all these dogs that came from this Raider litter. And big shout out to Khan for the use of this boy. This right here is going to be Raider's father. This is Grand Champion Rocco Mania, another badass American bully. And this boy is, you know, won the nationals here in the United States, and he's won the nationals over in Europe. This is another dog that we got heavy in our yard over here. We used this boy with our girl Stella, as seen here. We produced the dogs like this boy Ace of Spades and our girl Lauren London, and many more. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We'll be showing you guys some of those other productions here soon as well. This right here is going to be Rocco's father, Eminence Boss, one of Dak's best producing sons. And this right here is going to be Rocco's mother, Lola, another real nice producing bitch. So we showed you Raider's father side of the pedigree. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the mother side. This right here is going to be Raider's mother. This is Chilladrina. She comes off of Eminence Boss as well. So with that being said, Raider is 2 times Eminent Boss. On the bottom side of Raider's mom's pedigree, she goes back to this badass boy Phenom, another one of Dak's best producing sons. And she also has a tad bit of Razor's Edge blood in her. She goes back to 2 times Lojack's Remy Martin, as seen here. So that's it for the breakdown of God of War's father's pedigree. Now we're going to go ahead and move on and break down the mother's pedigree as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned. This right here is gonna be Armani's mother. This is our girl, Killinois Kennels Cardi Bean. She's another one of the many amazing females that we have on the yard over here. And this girl threw it down with her first litter with that boy Raider. Now we're gonna go ahead and show you a couple of her litter mates. This is gonna be our boy, Killinois Kennels Stacks. And the reason why we show you the litter mates is we show you that these dogs come from generations and generations of badass dogs, not just one fluke dog out of the litter. This right here is going to be Cardi Bean's sister. This is our girl Xena. And again, all 3 of the next dogs you guys are going to see all came from that same litter that Cardi Bean did. This right here is Killinois Kennels Tank, and again, he's the littermate brother to Cardi Bean and another real badass boy. This right here is gonna be Cardi Bean's father on the left. That's Muscle Tone Bully's Mr. Bean, stacked up next to Grand Champion Rocco right there. So she's got both of these legends behind her pedigree. Here's another little look at Mr. Bean. This dog was sold out to the UK for a huge amount of money, just like his father. This right here is gonna be Mr. Bean's father. This is Muscle Tone Bully's Mr. Magoo. And this boy is now located in China and sold for over $750,000. And this boy is one of Dax's best producing sons as well. RIP to Gottiline's Dax and his creator, Ed Shepard.
Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to Cardi Bean's mother. This is our girl, Stella. She's another one of the many amazing females that we have on the yard over here, and this girl has put it down for our kennel. Some of your guys' favorite dogs come off of this girl right here, or they go back to her blood, but this girl threw it down for us. This right here on the right is going to be Stella's father. That's champion Lucky Luciano, stacked up next to Muscletone's Mr. Bean, the dog that we bred Stella to get our boys Stax, Cardi Bean, Tank, Xena, and all them dogs. Here's another little clip of Lucky Luciano stacked up next to Grand Champion Rocco. Another nice clip I figure I'd add to the pedigree. This right here is going to be Lucky Luciano's father. This is the late, great Gottiline's Dax. And this right here is going to be Lucky Luciano's mother, which actually goes back to some of our blood with our boy Killinois Kennels Debo. This right here is going to be Stella's mother. This is Kang Kennels Shaka Khan. She's a heavy bred Dax female. She coming out of breeding with 217 Gottiline's Goldie and 217 Gottiline's Nunu, which was actually a Dax son bred to a Dax daughter.
Well, that's it for the video, man. We hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure you guys hit that like button and let's shoot for 1,000 likes off of this video. If you watched the video all the way through, leave the words Killinois Kennels in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to our second channel, Top Dog TV. We travel all over the world to the biggest dog shows covering those events. You know, we got some really big things coming up with that, so make sure you guys stay tuned on both of those channels. Also, go check out our social medias. Go follow us on Instagram at Killinois_Kennels. Follow us at TikTok at Killinois Kennels as well. We're going to be posting a lot of exclusive content on those platforms that you will not see on YouTube. You know, I think we got about 15,000 followers on Instagram, and we're coming up on 3K on TikTok. I want to send a major shout out to all the Killinois family, all the Killinois supporters, everybody hitting that like button, commenting on the videos, sharing the videos, and telling their friends about our channel. Again, we're on the road to 100K subscribers, and once we hit 100K, we're going to be doing a giveaway on a super nice puppy. So if you're not already, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Again, I want to send a huge shout out to all of our supporters, man. Big shout out to all you guys, man. Make sure you guys stay tuned because we got a lot of big stuff coming up.